Hey there, hi there, ho there everybody, Rob here. For the first time in 50 years, a spacecraft capable of carrying people is on its way to the moon. And I thought it would be an appropriate time to visit the grave sites of some of the Apollo astronauts interred here at Arlington National Cemetery. This is the grave site of Apollo astronaut Al Worden, Lieutenant Colonel, U.S. Air Force. He was the command module pilot on the Apollo 15 mission in 1971. He's buried here in section 75, and his wife Jill is interred with him. This is the gravesite of Gemini astronaut Elliot See Jr., Commander, United States Navy Reserve. He was the primary crew member with Charles Bassett II of the Gemini 9 mission. Bassett and See died in the crash of a T-38 training aircraft at Lambert Field in St. Louis, Missouri, February 28, 1966. I'll put a link in the description to a video that gives more details about these astronauts. Also located here in section 4, just a short walk from the grave sites of Bassett and See, is Theodore Freeman, Captain, United States Air Force. He died in 1964 in the crash of a T-38 training aircraft at Ellington Air Force Base in Houston, Texas. He'd been selected as a Gemini astronaut in 1963. He had not yet flown in space at the time of his death. These are the grave sites of Gus Grissom and Roger Chaffee, who both died in the Apollo 1 fire on January 27, 1967. Gus Grissom was a veteran astronaut. He'd flown in Mercury and Gemini before. Roger Chaffee was expected to have his first flight. Ed White, who is buried at West Point in New York, was also a member of the crew. They were conducting a test for the Apollo flights when they died in the fire, and as a result of that fire, the spacecraft was totally redesigned, paving the way for the later missions in 1968 and starting in '69 when men walked on the moon for the first time. On the day that I came here, I noticed that there were patches from the Apollo 1 crew left on their grave sites. Also located here in section 3, several rows back from the grave sites of Grissom and Chaffee, the grave site of John Young, Captain, U.S. Navy, served in Korea, flew on Gemini 3 and 10, served on Apollo 10 and 16, and Space Shuttle flights 1 and 9. Inscription says, "My Space Traveler." Also buried here in section 3 are 3 astronauts visible in this shot. Donn Eisele, who flew on Apollo 7, Jim Irwin, Apollo 15, and C.C. Williams Jr. in the rear. He was a Gemini astronaut candidate who had not yet flown in space. That's the end of our visit for today. Thank you for coming along with me. For more information, visit robcorkspeaks.com/astronauts.